honored for the next speaker from just a different place. At first, I met this man. We were sitting in the front row of a church. And we sat next to him, learning from him, growing with him. Then I got involved with ministry with him. And then later on, I hired him as a personal coach. And he took my business, he took what I was doing, and he helped me think about it in a whole different perspective. Guys, all we need is just a little perspective. And that little perspective is really what can catapult you, get you back on point, what Coach Fard was saying earlier about purpose. And you guys are in for a treat. He's a business coach and CEO coach. And help me welcome Brandon Naramore.
My man, love it. Huge honor to be here. Again, one more thank you to Joey and Sophia. They've done a great job. I saw the time frame. I thought there's no way they're fitting 6 speakers in 2 hours. So I called him on Monday. I said, is there going to be time? And he's like, I got it dialed. So well done. I love being here. My name is Brandon Naramore. I'm a business coach and consultant to some of you, like my dear friend Lori and others. And Ray, as a pastor in the past, I have a real estate investment background, was a day trader in stocks, and now get to work with corporations and companies. Having 7 companies I'm on contract with, ranging from $1 million to $30 million. A lot of fun, a lot of exciting problems. And then in this context, I don't get to speak in the Christian context as much anymore. We are on mission no matter where we are in business. One of my greatest wins is when we see God show up in unexpected ways. Most people I work with don't know the Lord yet, but they're in that process and in that journey. So I'm excited today to talk about a word that we all use, but few of us actually know the meaning and the definition of it. But just a little bit about me. This is my beautiful wife-to-be. This is Karina. She's not with us today. She's working right now. So we are a blended family. We got 7 kids in total. Brady Bunch, crazy life. Please pray for us. We can use every prayer we can. I got 4 kids myself, 2 biological, 2 adopted, and then she has 3. So we're not getting the minivan. We vowed for that, but we've got a couple SUVs, and the rest is history. So today, well, our goal here is to define success. What is success? Everybody has a different picture and definition as to what success actually is. For some, especially in real estate, it's a 7-figure income. For others, it's a luxury home. For a young parent, it's a night of sleep without your kids kicking you in the back. Can I get an amen for any of those young parents out there? So for me, when I was young, 18, I heard the Harvard study, the Yale study, of if you write down your goals, you'll achieve them. So there's a graduating class, 3% wrote down their goals. They ended up making more than the other 97% combined. So I did that at 18, and for me, at 25, I wanted a sports car and $60,000 a year. Well, when I achieved that, I realized that was not adequate for raising a family in California. Anybody with me? So my definition changed. So when you actually look at the definition of success, it's actually a simple word. It's a Latin term, successus, which means outcome. That's all it is. Outcome, result, the end of an aim. Success is this desired outcome. What I think for many of us, as I work with CEOs, is they set these success goals, but when they achieve them, that goalpost quickly moves. Because they found out that success they desired, when they actually achieve it, it doesn't fulfill what they were hoping it would actually do. I love this Michelangelo quote. The greater danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and falling short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving the mark. So many of us, how many run teams here or have employees, right? A few of us here do. We set these often limiting marks that are by limiting beliefs, and we end up achieving them, finding they're woefully inadequate to the assignment that God has for us. So when I'm working with these CEOs and they reach these goals, I'm trying to change their aim and change their trajectory. And one mentor that became a client taught me this valuable phrase. He says, whenever he's at the crossroads of a negotiation, it's about to fall through, he asks one simple question, and that's, what do you want? Everybody here today has to answer that question. I love what Coach Fard did. He's challenging you to think about purpose, challenging you to think about kingdom impact. Really, we are the ones that put these limitations on the destiny that God has for us. We often love blaming things on the devil. It's often us. We're the ones that get in the way. I can't tell you how many people I work with, they say it's the enemy or it's this or this battle. No, it's you. You're the one in the way of the destiny that God has for you. What do you actually want? Right now, pull out your piece of paper. Write that down right now. In the next 90 days, if you have anything you needed for your business success, what do you actually want? Write it down. 10 seconds, because I got limited time. 90 days. What do you want? Someone bold, yell it out. Raise your hand at me. Stand up, my friend. What do you want?
Security, perspective, I can't read my own writing. Direction and outcome.
Give him a hand. Come on, I love that. Security, perspective, direction, outcome. Someone else, raise your hand at me and then yell it out. Not all at once. One more person. Come on, what do you want? Next 90 days, what do you need? What do you want? 5 listings. There's very specific. I love that. One more person. Yep, yell it out.
I want to actually get in my real estate license.
Get your real estate license. Give it up for my man over there. Come on, I love that. Okay. Writing down those things. Now, I'm going to give you a success factor, we call it. So these 3 critical decisions that you'll make. If you do these 3 things, you will have a 52-time return on your success. Why is that? Because if you do it weekly, 52 times, you'll have more success than that. I'll teach you that in just a second here. What's really important is we have to understand this. Activities and actions don't result in success. Whenever I start coaching someone, they love to give me their to-do list. Don't give your to-do list. We love filling our life with busyness and schedules. Here's a couple quotes here. Beware the barrenness of a busy life, Socrates says. Seeming to do is not doing. I love John Wooden's quote, don't confuse activity with achievement. So when I get brought into a company, I'm straightening out all their employees, making sure those efficiencies are up. I ask, what do they do? And I have this smile, but I'm trying to read behind the lines, just like Justin said. We're trying to understand and assess personalities. I say, give me these activity lists. We often think like we're in elementary school all over again. The person that's the busyness, that does the most, gets the award or the achievement at the end of the school year or business year. It's not how it works. So specifically with real estate agents, I love you all to death. I've coached Joey and a few others. I don't coach as many real estate agents anymore. You know why? They love avoiding what they actually should be doing. You're so busy. You're busy with this mixer and this networking event. Do the work. Do the real work. I took on a young agent. I don't take very many young agents on. I said, you know one of those secrets to selling houses? Open houses. How many agents don't do open houses? I had a mentor over in Idaho area. I owned this brokerage, and he would talk about these different agents. Memorial Day weekend came. Guess where he was? An open house on the Sunday. He said, I went there. Why did I do an open house? Because I know no one else was going to do it. That weekend, guess what? Everybody's out. Not everybody has a boat on the water. So he goes there, got 4 different buyers that one day. Goes to the office that next Tuesday. How many listings did you guys get? How many potential buyers? 0. He got 4. Open houses are the key. Stop doing things that just fill your life with busyness. All right, here we go. That's a little tip. All right, so you want to optimize outcome. Here's what you do. Definition of success is outcome. Every week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, start today. I don't care what it is. You're going to write down outcomes. What do you want? Opportunities. What's ahead? For us that are kingdom-minded, we have to shift our eyes towards the horizon of what God's going to provide our way. We often think about this first one, obstacles. I want that dead last. Don't tell me what's in the way. Outcomes, what do you want? Opportunities, what's ahead? Lastly, obstacles, what's in the way? What's blocking you? So here's the one I love spending time on, because we all hate accountability. Here's my question for you today. What are you avoiding? What's the one thing you're avoiding that you know you should be doing? It's often the hardest thing that will bring the greatest impact and result. What are you avoiding? Write it down right now. I want you to walk away with actual outcome. Someone bold, raise their hand at me. What are you avoiding? Got quiet. Someone, quick. What are you avoiding?
Doing the work.
Was that? Say it again.
Doing the work.
Doing the work. Great. I want you to get definition on that. Someone else. Asking for help. All of us, if we confront these things on a weekly basis, guess what? There won't be that many obstacles and excuses coming from it. Last thing in our brief moment here, as I've sat with dozens and dozens of leaders, worked with them, CEOs, I found this, that when you, let's pretend 1 year in advance you've done this, you get 52 times the outcome that you ever had the year past. You're going to notice this thing, where you start to reach practical success, but it doesn't fulfill you. Because here's the deal, success is not a substitute for significance. Success will never fulfill the significance that God has wired and designed you with. I believe, and I've changed my definition of success, what we're actually after is legacy. What everybody is wanting when you have the car, when you have the house, when you have these nice things, we're wanting to leave a legacy that lasts. So as I've been put in these rooms with kingdom-minded men that make a lot of money, I've noticed 3 major things, and this is a book I'm working on here, Success Factor. 3 major things I've noticed, the commonalities in all of them is this. Everyone has a clear mindset, they have a method, and have the machine. That's a longer conversation for a seminar one day. These are the 3 things, the 3 factors every one of them had involved. I want to talk about mindset briefly before we leave. The success mindset, or the legacy mindset that we all need to embrace, is confronting those limiting beliefs, and your mindset is also comprised of 3, and that is vision, beliefs, and values. You have to get a vision for the future. Secondly, you have to know what's inside and what you actually believe, the limiting stories, the lies. I love what Coach Fard was talking about. What are those lies you've been believing? Lastly, your values. So it's a simple way to put this. Your beliefs determine your behavior. Your values reveal what you value. It sounds redundant, but it makes a lot of sense. I want you to believe this. Your beliefs are really what manifests your actual life and your actions. Your values determine the rules of the game you're playing. Okay? Know what your values are. Last thing on mindset. Ever since we were young, we were all taught to wait in line. All of us. We wait in line for snack. You remember that at preschool? You wait in line for the bus stop. You wait in line for the drinking fountain. You went to Disneyland, and what'd you do? Wait in line. So we've been taught this mentality in business, but perhaps the place that's the worst to wait in line, I believe in human history, there's probably some section in hell that is a simulation of this, is the DMV. It is the worst place to wait in line. You walk in, they tell you, you know those people that say, have an appointment? It's like 3 months in advance. And now my license is expired. You know, you always are dealing with the DMV and the appointments. You walk in, there's that devilish line, the one that says appointments, that no one is in, and then the one that says no appointments. You have that walk of shame with all these people in front of you. You finally get it, and you're given this ticket. And it says B32. You said B, that's not bad. It's not D, it's not E, it's B. I didn't get the A line. And you sit down and you hear that voice. You guys know the voice I'm talking about? A39, right? You get that voice, B19, and you're waiting. And then B31 is called. And you're like, I'm next. And they go, G40, and you wait. All of us are waiting for our number and our ticket to be called. That's not how the game of business is won. There's one thing you can remember from today. Stop waiting in line. Thank you so much.